All right. Hey guys, how are you doing? I hope everyone is having a good week so far. Tonight is our April team training. Um, this is being recorded, so if you have any questions or anything, please just comment on the post once I post it in the team group. This month, we're going to be talking about customer appreciation and retention. Um, that is one of the things that I learned as I progressed as a consultant. That is one of the most important things you can do for your business is showing your customers how much you appreciate them. And I feel like I do a pretty good job. Always there's room for improvement, but I feel like I do a pretty good job of showing my customers how much I appreciate them. And I'm just going to share with you guys some tips tonight on things you can do, some things to think about also in your own personal business that you are doing or could be doing differently to retain those customers, because that's really what we want to do. We want to get customers, but we want to keep them. We want them ordering every month or every couple of months. But for them to stick with us, we've got to show them how much we appreciate them. Okay, so I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, and if you're taking notes, just jot these down. You can answer them in the chat if you feel comfortable doing that, or you can just kind of, keep them on your own record. I do have several notes to go through tonight, so just bear with me. It's not going to be long, but it's just a lot. Okay, first of all, I want you guys to ask yourself, what do you look for in a relationship? A friendship? Your marriage, work relationships, like what do you look for in a relationship? I'm going to give you a second to write that down and think about that. If anybody wants to share, throw them up there. The chat is open. Oh, Margie, yes, trust. Trust. You want in any relationship, I can't imagine anyone ever saying, oh, I don't care if I can trust them or not. In relationships, we want to be able to trust people. And that's going to come on in a little bit in our training here. Now, take those things. Yes, Rena, loyalty. Look, y'all are taking things right off my notes. Loyalty. We want loyal friendships. We want loyal marriages. We want loyal anything in our lives. We want them to be loyal. Compare that to your business. Do your customers trust you? Are they loyal to you? Are you loyal to them? And then the other one I wrote down is honesty. And that goes along with trust also, but honesty is huge. Your customers want you to be honest with them. Okay, so just remember that. Now this question really got me because I had to stop and think things that I would say to this question. Why is it worth it being your customer? Why is it worth somebody choosing to be your customer? What sets you apart? What makes you different than the other 140, 50,000 consultants? Why is it worth it just to be your customer? And then the third one to think about, would you want to be your own customer? Would you want to be someone who supported and bought and used you as a consultant? You have to kind of stop and think, would I want to be somebody, would I want to buy from somebody like me? Or would I want to support somebody with a business like me? So those are three things I want you to think about as we go through these 5 tips. There are 5 tips in customer appreciation and customer retention that I'm going to talk about. So first things first is showing gratitude. And y'all, that to me is the most important thing. When customers trust you and order from you and support your business, we have to show them gratitude. We have to say thank you. Saying thank you is the most important, and it takes nothing to say thank you to somebody. So you want to make sure that you show gratitude. One thing that I've started doing, whether it's a regular customer that orders regularly from me or it's a random order, what I've started doing is shooting them a quick text message. Not doesn't have to be that same day. You could do the next day. I'd say within about 48 hours, send them a quick message. Hey, this is Stacy with Scentsy. Thank you so much for your order. I can't wait to see how much you enjoy whatever X product they bought. Y'all, that quick response lets them know that you're paying attentive to your business, and you truly appreciate every order, no matter what. That little act of gratitude is huge. And almost every time when I've sent a text message, I get back, oh, thank you so much, or, hearts. And that's just really opening up that line of communication, especially if it's a new customer, someone that just randomly ordered from your website. It opens up that line of communication. So now if you've texted them, they have your number. And if it's a customer, I mean, that doesn't bother me. So that next time they have an order or a question, they can text you directly. Hey, this is so-and-so. I need some bulbs, or, I have a warmer. I need some bulbs. What size do I need? It just opens up that line of communication and starts to where you guys can build a relationship with those customers. And remember, and I said this in the beginning, they could have chosen to order from any other consultant. Okay, because if you go into Google and type Scentsy consultant, they can pull up anybody else that they picked you.
You're not friends with Kelly?
To make sure that you make it worth their while. Okay. Another thing to show gratitude is to shout them out. Like if you have a VIP group, not everybody has a VIP group, but it's always good. Shout them out in your VIP group, add them to your VIP group if they're not. People love to be recognized, y'all. They love it. And I teach 5th and 6th graders, and adults are just like 5th and 6th graders. When they see their name or they see something in, their picture or their product they ordered, they like it. And it's another step for you to show how much you appreciate them. One tip that I want to give you, and this training is not about Facebook parties, but when you have a Facebook party or any type of online party, one really cool thing that I started doing, and I think that it's going to be a game changer. Because in the past, I've always, if I had a Facebook party, oh, thank you so-and-so for your order. Susie's so close to reaching next level and you really helped her, whatever it might say. I got this tip from a consultant that's been in it longer than me, but when you shout them out, actually find a picture, like a real life picture, not a flyer, of what they ordered. And then tag like, hey, Suzanne, you are going to love this, warmer. Of course I can't think of one right off. This iridescent pearl warmer. You're going to love this, and actually show a picture of the warmer in real life. So they know that you're paying attention to what they order and not just a generic thanks for your order. And then that is going to be eye-catching to other people that are in that party. So when they see, oh, well, I didn't know they had that, or, something like that. So that is a little extra tip if you do Facebook parties. Put a real life picture. People love to see real life rather than just flyers. All right, so number 1 was show gratitude. Any ways that you can show gratitude. All right, number 2, get to know your customers. Get to know your customers. This is all about building relationships. We want to get customers. We want to keep customers. And you're not going to keep customers if you don't start forming relationships with them. If you're on social media, follow them on social media, engage in their posts. And it don't make it all about Scentsy. Please don't make it all about Scentsy, because people get tired of it. And if they see, oh, well, we're friends on Facebook now, so I guess I can get ready for all the Scentsy posts coming at me. Comment on a post about their kids. Oh gosh, congratulations on your honor roll, or, oh, I see you got a new puppy. Just anything to engage and start building and forming that relationship is going to help. And then, of course, if you're on Facebook and Instagram, it's going to start helping with that algorithm too. The more you engage and the more you interact with people's posts, the more people are going to see your stuff. So that's one huge thing. And also find things that you have in common with these people. And like this, I don't want to sound like stalking. Don't go stalk them, but like, just kind of dig into, okay, so they really like Disney, so maybe we can connect there. Or, oh, she's a stay-at-home mom, maybe we can have a play date, sometime. Or, oh, I see she really loves coffee. Like anything that you can find where you guys can build a stronger connection and you can interact in different ways, that's going to help build that relationship. And then, guys, you never know. It could eventually lead to Scentsy Club, which is step one, hosting a party that could host, and then they may eventually join. You never know where those little seeds that you might plant can bloom. So build relationships, get to know your customers outside of just Scentsy. Scentsy comes, okay? When they start following you and they watch you, they'll see the Scentsy, but get to know them as a person before that. All right, number three, and this is the scariest of all of the 5, I think, is follow-ups. For you to retain customers, you're going to want to follow up. Okay? Don't be scared. Do not be scared. Do not think that you are annoying. That was my thing for the longest time. Oh, I don't want to, message them in 3 months and say, hey, are you need more wax? Like sometimes people forget, guys, lives are busy. People are busy. I'm busy. And sometimes people just forget. They forget that you posted about a special 2 weeks ago. They forget that that something's going on sale. Don't be afraid to follow up. Okay. Do be afraid to follow up if you only follow up when you need something. Like that is a big, big no-no. Like if your customer only sees you comment or only sees you message them when you're trying to reach a goal or you need PRV, like they can see right through that. So follow up with your customers, build that relationship, back to step 2, and just don't think that you're annoying, because if they don't need it, they're going to tell you, no, I'm good right now. Okay. They may ghost you for a few days, but it's a simple yes or no. Okay. Think about this. And once I started thinking about this, I was like, it's so true. How many emails or text messages do you get from businesses telling you about specials? I got 3 today, just 3 to my text message. One was from Sonic about a new burger they got coming out with a bunch of pickles on it. I got one from Happy Planner for a $10 off coupon because it's about time to order 2022, 2023. And I got one from Insane Labs, which is, I ordered Austin something for Christmas last year, and automatically I get their text messages. And it's simple. If I need something, I click it and say, oh, okay, well, yeah, this looks good. If I don't, then I delete and move on. That's what businesses do. So don't think you're being annoying. You're doing your job. You're really just doing your job whenever you try and follow up with your customers, because you have something that they need or they might want. So don't think of it as being annoying. You're doing your job. Now, this makes me feel good about Scentsy. I guess, and I can't speak for everybody, but I know how it is with me and a lot of people that I follow and a lot of other consultants. Think about other direct sales that you've ever ordered from. And I don't want to drop any names or anything, but there's a ton out there. And I try to support small businesses, whether it's kitchen stuff or makeup or whatever. I try to support when I can. How many times have they followed up with you? How many times have you gotten a thank you note? I can count, honestly, and y'all, this is sad. One time I ordered from a lady who was doing a party, and I can't even remember. It was like a cleaning towel company. I can't remember the name of it. And I got my order, and she sent me a thank you note and with her card, and that is it. Like never, and all the other things have I gotten something. So it's just kind of, I feel like that kind of sets Scentsy apart a little bit, because so many people do follow-ups and checking back in with their customers and thank yous. And I do thank yous every month for all of my PWS orders. Sometimes they pile up on me and they might be a month behind, but I write my thank you notes, handwrite them, and send them a little thank you and a happy. My orders that I bag personally and deliver, then I write the thank you note and throw it in there. It's just that little extra something that just sets you apart. So think about that whenever you're doing your follow-ups too. And one little thing I just want to reiterate, don't just check up on your customers when you need something. If you're trying to reach a goal or you're trying to reach an incentive, or, oh, you know, I need 200 PRV to reach my goal this month. Yeah, that's ugly. Like, it's okay to do that every now and then, but just to message them cold and out of the blue, hey, I'm almost at my goal. Do you need to order? Like, that's just, I don't know. That's just not, some people, it may work for some people. Now, every now and then we'll have challenges. Like, I think it's called a Cinderella challenge, where you're like pushing right at the end, but still, once again, you don't want to message just somebody cold. You know, that's why it's important to build those relationships so that they know, and they know that you're loyal to them. All right. Number four on customer appreciation and retention. Reward your customers. Reward your customers. This looks different for every single consultant that is in Cincy. Every single consultant can do this in a completely different way. There is no straightforward way to reward your customers. You do it how you see fit, what you can afford, and what you want to do. It's completely up to you. And I'm not saying you always have to give away stuff. But you guys, you know, when you have those loyal customers that just, they keep coming back to you. They keep coming back to you. There's a reason. There's a reason they keep coming back to you. And it's not because you're giving them free stuff. It's because they trust you, you're honest with them, and you're loyal. Okay, so you want to reward those customers. You could do samples. I put samples in every order that I bag, in every order that I deliver. And when I mail out thank yous, I do a cent of the month sample, and it just depends. I came up with at the beginning of the year or the beginning of the month, a kind of a little cutoff thing, I guess you'd say, like this right here. I don't know if you can see it, but like any orders from 0 to 40, like I mail them a thank you note and a cent of the month sample. 41 to 75, cent of the month, and a cent circle, and a handwritten thank you. And I just kind of did like that. Like, I was kind of all over the place for a little while, but like breaking it into those categories, it lets me know, okay, this is how I got to do it. And when I printed out my orders this month, I color coded it. These get this orange, yellow, blue, orange, yellow, blue. So it was easy for me. But samples, you could do giveaways. And you could also do loyalty cards. We have loyalty cards for Starbucks. I have a loyalty point. I get points for Starbucks, McDonald's, Wendy's, you name it. All these points that are adding up. You could create something like that for your customers and completely make it your own. Okay, Cincy doesn't offer anything like that except for like Cincy Club. So you can totally make it your own. You could do a punch card. I've seen punch cards. I've seen just tracking points. It's all up to you. However you want to reward your customers and however you want to show that gratitude, completely up to you. Do not forget though, let me throw this in there. Any personal specials that you have must be communicated privately. Okay. So like, you can't go on Facebook and say, I'm giving away a bathroom cleaner to anybody who orders this month. That's out of compliance. Okay. You cannot put anything based on orders. You can make it private. And if you do it privately, you can do whatever you want to. Okay. If you wanted to message me about what's going on in April, I got a giveaway. And then once they message you, then you could communicate that information then. But just rewarding your loyal customers goes a long way. All right, number five. And this, okay, what did I tell you? My most important one was, I think I said show gratitude. This is probably number 2 most important. Know the products. Okay, this is where loyalty, trust, and honesty comes in. You've got to know the product that you're trying to sell to people. Okay. You've got to know what you're selling. And then you've got to be excited about it. You've got, and excitement is different for different people. It just show that you're proud of what you're selling. You're proud of your job. You're proud of this company. You're proud to be a Scentsy consultant. Be excited about it and be able to inform your people. Okay. Be able to give them information, teach them how to use the products. Be honest with them. Customers are going to buy and they're going to come back to people who know what they're selling. Okay. If you don't have a clue that what our counter cleaners are made up of and the things that our counter cleaner can do, or the things that our washer whisk can do, or what our wax is made out of, people are going to find somebody who does. Okay. People are going to find somebody who does. So know what you're selling, and be honest with them. Be honest. And I try to do this as much as I can. I do a lot of live sniffs, and I get my husband in here, and when my husband and my son they're going to be 100% honest. It doesn't matter to them. Well, it matters, but they're not going to hold anything back. If you're sharing with your customers that you love every single product that Scentsy makes, they're going to see right through that, because that's not possible. It is not possible. Okay. So be honest. If you get a scent or a collection that you're just not a huge fan of, be honest with them. That doesn't mean they're not going to like it, but they don't want to hear, oh gosh, this was so good, you're going to love it. And then they order it and it's the worst thing they've ever smelled. And I'm going to just show you this real quick. This collection right here, the Harry Potter, might be one of the worst things that ever came out of Scentsy's labs. I'm not going to say that, but I'm going to tell them I wouldn't recommend this, because I want to be honest. And I'm going to tie this right back to getting to know your customers. Whenever you build relationships and you follow up, you're going to learn what your customers like and what they don't like. And if they say, hey, I'm really interested in the blue that was in the rainbow collection. Well, if you know that they are not a fan of clean scents, then you're going to say, that might not be something you want to look at. Or, hey, what about the yellow? If they hate lemon, you're going to steer them away. Just be honest with them. Don't just try to say what you want them to hear to get a sale. Okay, because then they're going to end up being disappointed later on down the line. So learning your customers and then just being honest with them up front. Teach them how to use the products. Okay, if they don't know, if they don't know how to clean their diffuser, teach them. Do that in your stories, do that in your lives, because people are following, people are watching. They may not comment, they may not like, they may not do anything to it, but they're watching. They're watching. Show them how to use their products. Prime example, there's a lady in town who asked me about a Scentsy party or she wanted to smell some scents. She said that she'd asked a couple of people to bring her stuff, and they never did. So I brought her a bag, kind of like a little bag party with a warmer. And like y'all, I had to show her what to do with the wax. Like she was confused between the testers and like the actual wax bar. So I had to break it down and show her. So everybody, as much as we love Scentsy and we use Scentsy in our everyday lives, everybody does it. So, you may come across those customers that you have to explain and teach, but that's what we're here for. That's why we're consultants, and that's why we are the experts in this. Now, if you're not using the products, that's kind of I don't want, it's like a red flag. If somebody was trying to sell me something and tell me how good it is and how awesome it is and why I need this, but I never, ever see them use it, share it, talk about it, I might be a little reluctant to order from them. Okay. They want to see that you're using it and trust that you really believe in what you're selling, because it's what it kind of looks like. If you're trying to sell it, but you don't use it, why? They may ask that question, why? Well, why is she trying to sell me this, but she's not using it? Or he, I shouldn't say just she. That is one of the things that would make them maybe standoffish or maybe kind of doubt whether or not they should choose you or not. But I'm going to leave you with this as we kind of wrap. Well, let me go back over. First thing was show gratitude. Number one, customer appreciation and retention, show gratitude. Okay. Please don't let an order come through or something and you don't at least tell your people thank you. Okay. Because I mean, I'm in this for 6 years. And when I get that email that says, Cincy, you have a new PWS order, like I just get giddy. And it's like, I get excited because I mean, that's what I'm here for. So show your gratitude, whatever that might be. Get to know your customers. Okay. Not just in Cincy, get to know them. What do they do in their free time? What do they do in their spare time? What is their family like? Get to know your customers. Follow up with them. Okay. Follow up with them. That's your job, to follow up and make sure that they like their product and to see that they need anything else. And a lot of times, y'all, they just forget to text. You know, you may say, if you message them, hey, how did you like that hibiscus pineapple Cincy fresh? Oh gosh, I haven't even used it yet. I haven't taken it out of the package. Well, you know, that was a successful follow-up so that you can remind them to use their stuff. 4, reward your customers in whatever way you see fit. Those that are loyal to you and keep coming back time after time after time, show them how much you appreciate them. Find a reward system that works for you. Punch cards, points, samples. Show them how much you love them. And then number 5, know your products. Know what you're selling. Use what you're selling so that people can see it. And I know a lot of people are not like, so out there in social media. And that's okay. You know, social media is not for everybody, and I totally get it. But unfortunately, I mean, that's kind of where things are right now. You know, if anything, if you're not comfortable in stories and things like that, your VIP group is the perfect place. That should be kind of a safe zone for you because that's yours. And the only people that are in that are the people that you have let in and that you trust. And they're in there because they trust you. So, you know, if that kind of thing is, you're a little nervous or have anxiety about that, start small. Okay, start small. And another thing with knowing your products and sharing, your customers, not only do you want to get to know your customers, but they want to also get to know you. They don't want to know you as Cincy across your forehead and that's it. So, you know, share recipes, share, you know, vacations, share your family. They want to know you too outside of just Cincy. So while you're getting to know them, they want to get to know you, and that's just going to build a stronger relationship. All right. Does anyone have any questions or any comments or any takeaways? I'm going to stop the recording here in just a second. I will post this to the team page and to YouTube. So if you guys have a team and they didn't hop on or weren't able to, you can share this directly with them so that they can watch it. So let me stop the recording.